When you look at all the initiatives that are critical for growth, there is one common underlying thread, and it's a very, very critical thread, and that's innovation, right? Without innovation, without us thinking differently, keeping in mind the problems that India faces, none of these programs are really going to be successful. I think what is needed, while there's growing appreciation about innovation and the need for innovation in the country, what is missing is innovation still not a national priority. It's still not job one. It has to become job one. It is sort of the oxygen that's going to fuel the growth of everything else. It has to be job one with the right plan, with the right policies in place, and the right funding in place to go make it happen. And I think under that, I'm really looking at two big things. One, when we talk about innovation, while it's absolutely critical to grow R&D for in the startup community and grow a healthy startup community that is innovative, that is looking at real problems that exist in India and figuring out how to go solve those problems, you have to also encourage all the MNCs that exist in India to invest more in India. And the connect between academia and industry is very weak. There is no formal process to connect both. That is a must. Industry has to sit down with academia and decide the research curriculum and agenda so that it doesn't become largely academic, but it's actually catered towards solving real problems that India needs today and India will need in the future. One big expectation, when you talk about digital India cannot be just about connecting people. Digital India has to be about connecting people so that they can access education, healthcare, services, etc., etc., etc. It's the usage and the impact that we get out of that usage that's most important. So our suggestion, and what we do a lot of work, especially as Intel in rural India, and what we have seen is while people absolutely find it incredibly easy to connect first with phones and get connected with phones, figure out their way around it, when it comes to the more serious usage models, whether it is sitting in front of a device for hours and going through a course, or e-health, or even financial services, e-commerce, the bigger screen, the bigger devices become sort of more intuitive than a smaller smartphone. I think digital India has to be about choices. You have to empower your citizens, you have to train your citizens so that they know what to do with technology, and then you have to let them choose. And that's where we feel this while totally get the focus on mobile, and it will be mobile first always, but we also have to start thinking about what will drive the usage in the most optimal way. Keeping that in mind, we were really requesting the government to take a hard look at providing the same kind of incentives that phones and tablets get, the duty differential, for PCs, desktops as well as laptops. It's going to be critical. It's going to be critical for two reasons. Not just making it affordable so more people can access and higher usage, better productivity. But two, think about it, all the OEM manufacturers, whether it's the Lenovo, HP, Acer, Dell, all of them have already got manufacturing establishments set up in India. And today they're grossly underutilized because the demand is low. So if you can do this, not only are you increasing the demand and improving usage, but you're also walking the talk on Make in India, because these guys will then have a reason to manufacture more in India. So it's a win-win for citizens, for government, as well as for the industry.